And the next program point is actually our last Morgenkreis. So it is our last morning circle, and I'd like to, the last time, but again, and very happy, welcome Veronika Liebl on my left side.
Hello.
Christl Baur on my right side. We will give you some insights in what happened, how we feel, how we think the others are feeling, and some...
Only 12 more hours to go!
Yeah, okay. Okay. Everything has to have an end, and sometimes it's good so. But before this, we have an inspiring and rather intense day in front of us. And this format is here to give you a little bit of a clue what the rest of the day will bring on site, but also in our international networks. Christl, what is the plan?
We start with actually a performance program that is only today happening physical at JKU in Linz. Pianographique, together with Makina Mikava and Dennis Russell Davis. They are certainly no strangers to all of you, as you very likely have been following the Ars Electronica home delivery in the past weeks and months. And they were playing for you every Friday in our little piano chamber in the festival museum, Today they are here playing a very special program in four hands, at least partly, that includes actually John Cage, Ludwig van Beethoven and Kurt Schwerzig. It will be a very special atmosphere, as also Coriolan and Gregor Wojcicki will be doing visuals there.
The entire day actually is actually under this flag of a brunch session. So out there, Linz today, it is Sunday. It's a beautiful late summer Sunday in this wonderful Kepler's garden in this park. The program will be compared to the last days more classical orientated, as Christl just said. We will have two wonderful piano players here coining this entire day. So out there you can have breakfast. The area is big. People will not be too many. It's just 500. So it's gonna be relaxing, smooth Sunday morning.
Beautiful, laid-back Sunday, exactly.
What else?
Well, we had a busy day yesterday here at JKU, right?
Yes, rather.
We actually had 3 sessions of visitors coming in. As you probably know already, we're only allowed to have 500 people capacity here in total, but they were booked out, and we had an amazing award ceremony of the Uniting category directly in the morning. So you see the pictures here with the jury members and the prize winners, and it was really a lovely event yesterday morning. And then the Kepler's gardens were quite busy and crowded, also with visitors hanging around the whole day. Yeah, beautiful.
It was pretty beautiful, and we had 3 shifts, which is also kind of very strange, but it worked out pretty good. Again, 3 shifts because of Corona, because of the max capacity. We divided the day into 3 hours blocks, and rather bizarre, but it turned out to be rather good. The day yesterday was a wonderful and again a super intense day. What else happened? I mean, yesterday there was the SoundCloud on in Linz, and when I was riding my my bicycle, no, my car home, I was going through a city with very strange sounds, I have to say. So I came home and my neighbor said, the bells are ringing all the time. These bells are ringing all the time and it's not 12. And I said, maybe it's art. But these bells are ringing all the time. And here are some impressions of Fadi Dorninger and Sam Auinger too, of a group of 4. It is Kitty Vasicek and Monsieur Androsch being artistically responsible for doing this SoundCloud. The SoundCloud itself is not as you know it from the last year, this huge event for 100,000 people on the riverside of the Danube, with a big firework and so whatever. It is actually something close related to where we are coming from, to the first event Ars Electronica did. That was the SoundCloud. So it is a decentralized approach, so where many different sound files would create an entire image, an entire portrait, a sound portrait of our lovely city of Linz. And that was, I think, a long and very interesting and intense day for our colleagues and friends. Yes.
But not just in Linz. We had partners around the world that were pushing their programs, especially, I mean, visible for us over the channels, but certainly everywhere in the world we had groups of people, groups of artists that were active in their gardens, that were pushing their programs and making guided tours in the exhibition. But we actually, I mean, we had a wonderful panel from the Adriatic Sea Garden yesterday on our channels. We were in Bucharest, we were in Los Angeles. We had literally a journey around the world in the last 24 hours. But here's now a very brief impression again into the gardens.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are confirmed to go for orbit. Down, 20 feet. 15 forward. 11 forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. Within 50 feet, 6.5 down, 5.5 down. 9 forward. Good. 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. 5%. 75. 75 feet. That's looking good, down a half. 6 forward. 60 seconds. Lights on. 6. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. 40 feet, down 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Right shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right little. Ready? Down a half. 30 seconds forward, drift. Good. Ready? Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Should I start? Okay. Well, I mean, you saw now just a very small impression of what is all happening out there. But follow the channels and you will see more. Now to actually one of our most important programs within this year's festival. You probably saw already the colorful trumpets in our very own garden. But today we're not just talking about AI music in Linz, but actually AI music around the world. Veronika, would you care?
Exactly, so we are quite happy, in fact, that we are able to organize the AI Music Festival this year for the second consecutive year as part of the big Ars Electronica 2020. And this year the Ars Electronica Festival organizes the AI Music Festival with a specific topic. So we are concentrating also on the huge potential of musicians to collaborate with AI and this technology in remote locations. We've invited also for this purpose quite many gardens all over the world to be part not only of the Garden Network, but also of this AI Music Festival. And we have started with this program obviously also on Wednesday, but today there is a big focus also on AI music within Ars Electronica 2020. Yesterday we kicked off the today's conference program with an opening from our partners in Silicon Valley, from the Silicon Valley Garden and the Grid. Thanks to them for this wonderful opening yesterday, which was really amazing, and a first introduction by Gerfried Stocker and also Roberto Viola from DG Connect. They opened yesterday's conference program, and we also heard then a short keynote and introduction by Martin Rauchbauer, who is the tech ambassador at Open Austria in Silicon Valley. We have a quite interesting program this year as part of the AI Music program, which is the hackathon. We invited researchers from all over the world to participate in a 5 days hackathon series, and they grouped in 6 different research groups, so to say. They had the opportunity to really work extensively each day with an expert on AI music. For example, they worked with tutorials on how to use Google Magenta, or they were able to orchestra through AI and machine learning, or they were able to complete compositions with AI, or they simply also experimented how machine or AI and technologies and humans can interact for the purpose of music. Today we'll actually hear the results. So they worked in these groups. They were busy bees during the last days, and they actually gathered and will present us the outcomes today. We are curious. We don't know what the results are yet. So this afternoon on channel New World, we'll see the examples of the outcomes of this hackathon series. It is part of a full day conference from the AI Music program. We are kicking this off right now upstairs, actually just up here. We are having this conference. Martin talked already about it 20 minutes earlier, about the conference here at the Kepler's garden. And it will be followed by a conversation between Roberto Viola from DG Connect and a researcher from IRCAM, as well as experts from Volkswagen and the Karajan Foundation. And then we'll actually hand over to this tour of conferences to all our gardens. So it's a quite nice format. We only stream 2 sessions here from Linz, but then we'll hand over to our partners, and the whole conference program of AI Music today will be actually shared with all the gardens of AI Music. So we will have also the KTU in Stockholm and how music can serve as an experiment with AI. We'll have actually IRCAM organizing a panel, so you definitely know IRCAM in this sector as a definite pioneer. We have the AI Music Hackathon presentations, a live performance, and also discussion from Posada Center for Fine Arts. And finally, we'll close with an AI music session on the topic of In Search of Genius, again from Silicon Valley. Of course, we'll not only present, and we have not only presented conferences in the framework of AI Music, but also a wide range of different performances. One in particular is the Garden in Rome with Davide Quaiola, right, Christl?
Yes, exactly. I mean, Sir Quaiola, I think, is in name to all of you, and he worked the last 2 years on a very special program that actually, if you're familiar with his work and this amazing immersive paintings that he is creating, it is a quite new approach from his side that now he's actually connecting this with a very special approach in musical research. He created his own software, he created his own synthesizers in a way, and he now is performing with a total of 2 artists, him and a collaborator, with Yamaha MIDI pianos that actually where the music together with the brush strokes of the painting react simultaneously and thereby create immersive transient paintings together with different layers of music. So it is a beautiful space, it is a beautiful project, and it's only the start actually of this new program in his work series that will continue now, at least what he told me, for a little while. And we will have an insight now in what he has prepared for us.
You
Okay, go. Wow, I'm really speechless, and I wish that we all could be there in the factory where he is actually playing that whole program now. I hope, depending on the situation and how it will develop here in Austria and around the world in the next weeks, that we can invite Davide here to actually perform that program in our deep space. We'll let you know if that happens. Now I also wanted to highlight really a project, or actually an artist too, that is currently in Linz, Gnava Machine. They are connected also to the project of AI music in IRCAM in Paris. And as IRCAM is currently hosting their own AI music festival physically there, they just performed in Paris, and now they are performing here today on our stages. They will start at 12 here. So if you're interested in that, and hopefully you are, it will be an amazing program. But we will show you something now of our very own Future Lab, also actually in this context of AI and music, speaking about Ali Nikrang, our dear colleague.
Yeah, who comes as a researcher, but also as a composer from the Ars Electronica Future Lab. Yeah, those who were expecting to come to our Kepler's garden and to identify there the biggest sign of the entire festival with big letters Ars Electronica Future Lab on. Yeah, those I really have to sadly say, I am sorry. Ars Electronica Future Lab is differently represented at the Kepler's Gardens with different aggregate states. One is Ali Nikrang, and he contributes with many different, or let's say several approaches, but mainly focusing on the context of music and AI. As we are in Linz, and as also our museum is one of the epicenters of our festival, we decided to leave our friends from Future Lab there where they are and to transform this into a very exclusive situation. The Future Lab colleagues, they transformed their lab into a show mode, and when you are entering our museum in the time of the festival, you have this special add-on goodie that you get a guided tour deep into the mindset, into the souls, into the laboratories and experiments of our Future Lab. And there will be a lot to see. They give insights into their vast programs, on the one side into these collaborations among the industry partners, if allowed to talk about it, but as well into the many other projects related to the arts, to an avant-gardistic utilization of technology, and many others. We heard, and we just heard, because we are all the time stuck in the studios, that it's pretty good frequented, so that people love it. And if for those who are not able to come to Linz, Future Lab also made an incredible copy, a twin in Mozilla Hubs with many funky details, telematic portals from the real back into the virtual. Yeah, it seems they had a lot of fun in preparing this. And here we see some impressions. This is actually already the pathway to the departure hall of this year's Ars Electronica online appearance in Mozilla Hubs. What you see here is the globe. I mean, the globe is representing actually the many partners and the network, and these columns around the circle are nothing more than our beam station, our departure gates. Here is a terminal where you can organize yourself, and you see here the many thumbnails just in Europe. Those are the thumbnails representing you guys out there, our partner, and the many wonderful actives. And then pushing those buttons, you get an offer in what formats would be available, and you can make your own decision what media you would choose. And here you have this telematic window from the real, from the virtual into the real. It is really super strange. This Mozilla Hubs in general is an opportunity for those who want to create a parallel space, a metasphere, so to speak, in the internet. It is really the opportunity not to just make a twin, then to really coin something with personality, with digital soul, and something unique. And here we have a best practice space where we were pushing a little bit the boundaries of this technology. And it is really, really, I mean, the technology is there. The opportunities are endless. It is about the mindset, the creative, funky thoughts, making something unique out of this. We have a bar, we have a disco. We were currently
Is it the dance hall?
In the disco, I think.
There were actually spontaneous dance parties, as we heard.
Yeah, look, I mean, the bar has a hangover. Nobody is joining currently. But and the big screens you see all over are direct links to the programs contributed and brought in by the partner networks and for sure also by ourselves. Here another best practice sample, some church, some cathedral, what we see here. It is really an experimental. It is really, yeah, I don't wear my glasses. It is really a rather experimental tool, brand new, released actually short before the pandemic, and in the pandemic for sure a rather interesting and useful tool to dig deeper. And this festival alone, together with our wonderful partners with whom we are collaborating, brought actually was offering an experimental sandbox where we pretty much develop further the opportunities and the limits of this Mozilla Hubs.
Yeah. I mean, our colleagues actually, especially yesterday, told us that in the scene where Mozilla Hub and where those tools are frequently used, they were kind of very interested in this hugeness that we created here. And we did not just create it by ourselves, but all of you helped in doing that, in providing us your guidance, and also finding ways of moving your projects not just into the virtual, but finding ways of integrating projects in this kind of way and presenting it in such an interesting space, doing guided tours through the exhibitions of Mozilla Hubs.
Absolutely. And it was not just this, I mean, that we decided to go for Mozilla Hubs. Where is the camera? Here is the camera. To go for Mozilla Hubs and to use this a rather new technology when I think it was 2 weeks before, shortly before all our deadlines for our partners popped up, and we were pushing the partners to upload all the digital data to hurry in creating and designing their Mozilla Hub spaces. And then at the end we got hacked, and that was also a side story that is really something that I will not forget, because especially Niels Korte, one of the most responsible persons behind this, they were kind of it was a krimi actually. They did some forensic and found out where the gate was, where the hacker could come in, and then there was a little bit of a virtual fight. And at the end, shortly before the festival, we could close this gate, and we were safe again. And with some nights of work, we could repair actually the very the very sad form of doing, of how should I say this?
Well, of hacking actually without any purpose. I mean,
but anyways, it was. We took it a little bit personal, and you out there, we won.
Yeah, that's the importance.
Okay, good. But what else do we have?
It's actually Veronika that has another topic.
Absolutely. I think Mozilla Hubs is a fantastic example on how we achieved also interactivity in times of not being together, but trying to bring everybody in the boat. For example, we had the secret gala or a short meeting with all the prize winners from Ars Electronica this year on, I think, Friday midnight, together with a couple of jury members in Mozilla Hubs. It was a really fantastic experience, chatting in there, meeting everybody, exchanging also. They don't know each other partly, or they do, but it was really a fantastic night for us, at least. One other way of achieving this interactivity was really offering guided tours, offering online guided tours. And we are extremely happy with what we achieved in there, because we tried to offer a really big diversity of different topics, different modes. Also, we invited partners, we invited experts. We brought you to scientific labs, but also to exhibition spaces, to completely remote locations with these guided tours. They were always closed sessions, so people participated, registered firsthand, and then we offered this. We guide you online tours via video conferencing. And it turned out to be really a wonderful format with a lot of discussions going on in the last days. I got also the information that I think we had a total of more than 60,000 minutes of video conferencing. So it was quite a massive amount. Yes, I got the
pushed those boundaries just
reports yesterday. It was massive, but it was really a fantastic format, which we will certainly keep. I was, for example, moderating one on the topic of AI and humanity, where we invited also partners from Helsingor and Kapelica and the Center for Promotion of Science in Serbia to take us also together with artists, or at least projects, on a tour through works which are representing also this crossing of AI and humanity. Or we made tours on topics of space art or STEAM or the gallery spaces. Of course, also a lot of insights into specific exhibitions. Through Mozilla Hub, so partly they were not only on video conferencing tools, but also in other formats like Mozilla Hubs, for example. And we also have one really exciting trip or insight into research organizations. One of these is Fraunhofer Mewis in collaboration with Marshmallow Laser Feast. They invited participants actually on a trip to the body scanners and also to the flow of oxygen through the cardiovascular system. And what they have presented will be shown now in a short teaser.
Okay. Well, I think I say, first of all, thank you to my dear colleagues.
Welcome.
It is actually the last time that we gather together, that we come together in this round. And I don't know, are you going to moderate this day here on the selection?
Later today.
So Christl will, you will meet Christl again, but I think it is the last time you see Veronika on the selection channel.
Tonight.
Okay. one more chance.
We have another closing session. So I say thank you for your time. I leave you to your task list and into this day.